how about Texas Tech? It's like a lightning rod right now, right, for folks around college football. Some people say the Blue Bloods are upset because here they are just jumping right into the fray. Man, I can tell you this, from watching them play Saturday against Utah, for a team that we've always talked about with this high-flying offense, that defense gets after it, and it felt like there was a 12th dude on the field. What are your thoughts on Texas Tech, their evolution as a program, and where they can go this year?
Man, I love the forward thinking. Like they Cody Campbell obviously is a big part of this. He's their big booster. But I remember he had a quote from last year. They're like, "You need to go fix this," and he was like, "We will. We'll go fix it. We're going to fix it quickly." And so going into the transfer portal and addressing the defensive line, they didn't go get guys. They got guys everybody wanted. They got guys that were visiting Texas and Oregon and all the spots that are spending all the money. So they got the right mix up front. Now, we're going to see how it plays out the rest of the season, but they just kicked the crap out of Utah up front. That's a tough task to do. Utah's been a bully in this league. They last year aside, they've always been physical. They've always been tough. So that was fun to see. And when I see Maguire, I love his personality. I love his background. I love who he is. And then I'm interested to watch now Will Hammond, because my gosh, that young man comes in and he's like, ball, give me the ball. Let me show you how to do this. No blink, throwing the ball over the middle on third down. He was 13 of 16, had a couple drops, ran the ball for 8 for 61. He looked like a stud, man. Big, strong. So he came in. So you got the defense and the rebuild. When he came into the offense, I'm like, okay, they can take shots now. Then it got where they ran the football and it opened things up. He could run the football and break tackles because of his thickness and his speed. So Texas Tech is the clear front runner in the Big 12 right now with what they did to Utah. Some great games coming up where we're going to decide, more and more. But you got to be impressed with the vision that they had. They said, we're going into the transfer portal. We're pushing our chips all in, and we're going to go do it this way. They did it that way, and so far, ROI is pretty daggum good.
Yeah, real good. I saw Coach Maguire on his show, his weekly show this week. He said, Blanchard, their general manager. He said, don't worry. He said, not so fast, by the way, everybody else in the country. Blanchard's got Will Hammond on a 2-year contract. So I don't know what that means in college football, but he said, don't worry about it. We know what people are thinking right now.
Hey, he was highly recruited by everybody. He was highly recruited by all the big boys and chose Texas Tech. And listen, that's the future of this sport. The future of this sport is 2-year contracts. If we want coaches to be healthy and live longer lives and be in our game more, listen, we've already seen that the transfer portal window is one. Now that's done, which is fantastic because you won't have as much, I just finished spring. I got to build my roster again because 7 guys left. So now it kind of helps settle things down a little bit, but then the contract component will come into this as well. The penalties for transferring more than once are going to come into this. So our sport's moving in the right direction to be healthier and to get to show the fans, man, we understand. We want to make this more what it's accustomed to. You can go buy kids' jerseys because hopefully we'll have them for 2 or 3 years, not for one season and then they're gone.
You evolved at Georgia, right, under Mark Richt and became a superstar player. You're a college football Hall of Famer because of that, right? If your career wasn't cut short by the injury, we might be talking about the NFL Hall of Fame one day. You know what it's like to evolve in one system, right, playing under one coaching group. For a coach like Joey McGuire, how much of an impact can he have on a roster that's put together rather quickly? Because clearly those guys went into enemy territory, right? And they put it on Utah. And that's not, you can't just throw a bunch of guys out on the field and expect that to happen, especially so early in the season in a hostile environment. What kind of impact is he having on that collection of studs?
Well, and with a new OC, with a new DC, so a lot of new. It wasn't just, the players. That was my big concern is how fast do they learn each other? But you got to credit Joey McGuire. His personality, he is so just laid back and he's chill and he understands what's best for kids. I didn't say he's not going to yell at people. That's not what I said, but he's just got a good demeanor to be very relatable. coached high school football for such a long time, understands kids, and that's the most important part. So to make it gel, to make it work, now you're starting quarterback who missed a bunch of spring, by the way, too, because of the shoulder. And so, like, Hammond got a bunch of reps, and now you plug that in. Like, there's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot of people, there's a lot of mouths to feed, and a lot of people to keep happy. So it shows you what kind of job he's done. And it wasn't like this was a blowout to start. Like, this was a close game in the third quarter. They made a bunch of mistakes, Texas Tech did, and now all of a sudden they got their backup quarterback in the game, and that could easily go this way, and it went that way. So it kind of shows you a little bit of what Texas Tech's made of, and so far, obviously, the returns have been great.